There is something a bit scary about a blank canvas. A void waiting to be filled. A space ready to be created upon. An infinite amount of choices. But where to begin?
It's a bit daunting to kind of make the first marks, I guess, because there's so many possibilities. It could go in any direction, really, and it's just, yeah, it's daunting.
That's Maria Beauvoir. It was her design that was picked by Vice President for Student Development, Dr. Mickey Camerata.
Well, we wanted something natural that tied into the environment and tied the environment together. We wanted something colorful, but a little modern, what you would expect to see in a college environment. But we knew it needed to be botanical, natural, and tie into its surrounding environment.
Believe it or not, this project is actually a summer class. Professor Kyle Caniglio is the instructor.
I am very happy with what we came up with, and everyone was really excited about it, and this idea specifically, a lot of us were hoping that this was the one that was going to get picked for us to do.
Jamie Ashman is a sophomore pursuing her Bachelor of Fine Arts degree.
I really like the design that we came up with. It took a while. We drew out a lot of different ideas, but we came up with this one, and I'm really happy with it. I think everyone's really happy with it.
And so for these 8 students and their professor, the next 2 weeks will challenge their creativity and test their resolve as they attempt to turn a 400 square foot blank canvas into something beautiful. The first step in the process was to meticulously draw an outline of the piece onto the space. But their first challenge came up day 2, when the base coat of white paint started to peel.
A little behind, we're fine. We're still getting tan.
With a new base coat applied, they started fresh the next day, laying out the design. Carefully, line by line, they drew in charcoal the hundreds of shapes that make up the landscape.
The wall is stable.
The next step was to go over the charcoal with paint so that the design wouldn't wash away. And as they started to figure out what color goes where, Professor Caniglio decided to simply number each color and assign it to its matching area. Paint by numbers may sound easy, but there were still some creative problems to solve.
Wait, what color is green?
So just go with 5. That green is 9.
So then shouldn't this one be 9 and this be 6? Because look, this is the green, right?
I mean, right now it seems really complicated, but once you fill in, right now it's pretty much paint by number, but once you fill it in, it's gonna have this nice flow of colors from warm colors to cool colors.
With the design laid out, it was time to mix up the first batches of paint and start the long process of filling it all in. For the most part, when you think of artists, you think of someone alone in their studio, spending hour after hour in silence, laboring over every detail of their creation. But here we have 9 people, each with a different level of skill, each with a different perspective, coming together to work on one common goal. And for potential art teacher Miwa Ishikawa, this team approach is appealing.
I think if I were to become an art teacher, doing a mural would be something that I would want my students to do because it just builds teamwork and it unites people, it connects people. I think it's a great thing.
I love working with a team, so all of our ideas combining together, I think we're going to come up with a great piece. So we already came up with a really great idea, and I'm excited to see how it's going to turn out.
One thing that the ladies were keenly aware of was they had found themselves the best classroom ever.
I didn't know until I walked to the first day of class. I didn't know it was going to be an outside mural. I thought it was going to be somewhere inside, and so we get to be outside, get a little tan, and have fun, listen to music, and yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, it's interesting because everyone else is studying for exams and stuff. We're just painting.
The plan for the final day was to apply a varnish to the entire piece to seal it from the weather, but it was some of the most demanding work they had done.
Ooh, this is hard work.
I know. Yeah, so close though.
And as the last of the work was done, there was a chance to reflect on what they had accomplished in just 3 short weeks. For graphic design student Nikki Kiza, It was about overcoming doubt.
I love it. I've never, I don't know, the pixelated thing I wasn't really too sure of, like on a mural, but it kind of turned out better than the drawing itself.
For Kyle Caniglio, it's all those things besides the painting he thinks they are going to take away.
I think they weren't really sure what to expect, and I think they were probably most taken with the amount of preparation we put into everything.
For our designer, Maria Beauvoir, the last day was not what she expected.
It's exciting and also a little bit underwhelming. It's like, it's just finished. Yeah, we're done now. Go away and do something else.
I wanted like a party.
Yeah.
And for Jamie Ashman, the end is bittersweet.
I'm kind of sad that it's coming to an end because we have like such a great group of people and it was really fun to work with everyone, but we're really excited that it's finished and I think it looks really great, so I'm happy with it.
3 weeks of work. Just enough time to leave an impression. An indication that you were there. A marker of time, of creativity, of effort. 9 people came together in the summer of '16 to create a mural, but what they took away goes well beyond what they left behind.